Hello, whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Mr. Toshan man. Happy birthday to me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, too much, too much. It is my birthday. It is the 7th of January, and I turned 34, I was going to say. I look 34 maybe, but it's 54. But anyway, for my birthday, I got this as a present to self. It's a 31 years old Auchentoshan by Decadent Drinks, the Whisky Sponge. The Whisky Sponge is also very well known as a very sarcastic blog, but very funny blog. But the man behind it, well, besides a great sense of humor, he also has a way with words. And he bottled this with Decadent Drinks, the Whisky Sponge, 31 years old, Auchentoshan, 1991. And as it's my birthday, a little movie magic, I bought this for myself. But obviously, as I want to keep one bottle in the collection, I also needed a second bottle to open and to sip, obviously. So this is the one we're having today. And the funny thing is, on his website, he says, well, if you are a fan of Auchentoshan, this whiskey may have too much flavor and charisma for you. That's Angus for you. But if you are a fan of flavorful and enjoyable whiskey, then this just might be up your alley. And I was like, well, I'm both. So I just have to get a bottle of this, 2 bottles of this, one for the collection, one to open. The label already says a lot. There's a lot of fruits on that label in there. So and this is bottled at a whopping 53.6% ABV. And he says it's the best Auchentoshan he's ever tasted because it is so un-Auchentoshan. Well, his words, not mine. But let's find out if this Auchentoshan selected by Angus is any good. I can already promise you that it is. But bear with me, bear with me. Here we go. The Auchentoshan, 31 years old, 1991. On the nose. Oh. That is happy birthday to me. It is floral and grassy like I come to expect from my favorite triple distilled Lowlander. But in this case, this is particularly distinguished by a waxiness that makes it very old school. This is 1991, not 1961, is it? Wow. Second fill barrel, but outstanding waxiness. Very old school, in fact. Uber fruity. I have to tell you, this profile that greets my nostrils is Yona Gold apples, Doyenné du Camis pears, green banana, juicy peach, some blueberry, some pineapple, some honeydew melon, some Helderfinger cherries. In that respect, this label is actually spot on. Very fruity indeed. Oh, delicious. On the palate. Quite waxy on the palate as well. Oh, and the fruit. Now this really reminds me of the better blends from the 1960s, to be honest. It's very fruity, but now with an emphasis on lime, maybe? Some pink grapefruit in there? No. It's white grapefruit, the white variety. Some garden herbs are there, and some candied ginger, a hint of walnuts in the back. And from the second sip on, it becomes a bit decadent. It becomes a bit, all over the place. It's a bit like the swinging 60s, more or less. Oh, disgustingly decadent. So very, very good on the finish. Mm. Nice and long, very fruity, but the fruit slowly but surely fades away to give some more room to zesty notes and some cardamom at the back. Bit spicy, in fact. Well, I wouldn't call this one un-Auchentoshan, because the DNA of my triple distilled favorite Lowlander is crystal clear, at least to me. But I do agree with Angus when he says that this is a malt that shows a lot of flavor and charisma indeed. And this one just entered my top 23, top 20 of 2023. Because that's when I tasted it for the first time. Just, you know what I mean. Anyway, a top dram, and I'm so very happy that I got 2 of these for my personal birthday, for my personal collection. Please forgive my enthusiasm. Let me just wipe away a tear of happiness there. Forgive my enthusiasm, but as I'm getting older, I'm beginning to realize more and more and more that life is too short to drink mediocre stuff. So I try to reach for the better stuff, and this is the better stuff. And not only is it the better stuff, but it's also the better stuff from my favorite distillery. The Toshan man is very happy. And that's all for this Whisky Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whisky Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you. Bye-bye.